Good evening and welcome to this quick live stream. So the dollar is rising continuously. Rupee is falling sharply, but then why aren't IT companies going up? That is the question that I got from one of my students. So I thought I should just give some clarification on what is happening in the IT sector, why the stocks are falling down. Now, traditionally, we all know that whenever the dollar goes up, tech companies tend to benefit more because their income is in dollar and their spending is in rupee. So as the dollar rises, their margins also improve because that gives them a good arbitrage and currency arbitrage overall. And that has been a big part of the entire business model of outsourcing of the tech companies. But currently, in spite of dollar going up, the tech companies have been falling down sharply. Now, this is, of course, the root started, of course, when we had the Ukraine trouble. So FIIs have withdrawn money from the entire Indian markets. Okay, so that money has gone out. That's why there's a major fall in almost all the sectors. So some part of the fall also is part of this FII moving their money out into more safer options due to the overall global tensions that are going on and the uncertainty that is going on. Adding to that, there have been right now fears of a recession coming in the US. So the NASDAQ itself, which is the big stock exchange in the US, has already taken a fall. And the Indian market kind of reacts to the same because there are big tech companies listed on NASDAQ and the same IT companies, which are going to, of course, will have to maybe trim down their budgets in the coming future. Their overall projections and spending is going to be lower because of the expected recession. So that is going to impact IT companies. So there is a direct relation of the US recession threat that is happening and even inflation that is going on over there. And the Indian companies, of course, they get their work from those companies. So they will not be getting the same amount of business. That is the big reason why the tech stocks have been falling because the expected revenue is going to be lesser in the future. Apart from that, on the home front, the Indian IT companies, they are spending more money to keep their employees. Okay, so because of inflation, of course, they have to they're spending overall amount of money. Whatever they're spending is higher, so the costs have gone up. At the same time, attrition, uh, which means employees leaving their jobs, right? Earlier during the lockdown, they squeezed a lot of their employees. We all know what happened to tech employees. Work from home means they had way more productivity than ever before. And there was a lot of tension. And this is, again, my personal view that employees were not leaving jobs because of the tension or the fear of not having another option. But currently, those COVID fears have gone. So now people are more confident. That's why they are able to skip or, switch jobs faster. That's happened with a couple of my friends already. And that is the big reason why the company spending has gone up, which is keeping pressures on the margins. So margins are getting lower because of the higher cost as well, including traveling and operating cost and keeping employees happy. So they have to pay higher as well, and they have to rehire as well because a lot of employees are leaving jobs. So these are the major concerns because biggest raw material of IT companies is the employee itself, right? And that unit itself is under a little bit of pressure because of the current circumstances. Now, what is my personal view? For long term, I don't think you should run away and sell off the IT stocks. IT sector is not the big growth sector that it used to be earlier, let's say a decade back. But currently, it has become a very nice defensive sector. But you need to start thinking of IT companies as FMCG or pharma, which were the previous defensive sectors, because now computers and technology has become a huge part of our lives, just like your daily FMCG goods like tea, coffee, and your daily use of soaps, cleaning material, and whatnot. And even pharmaceuticals, the pills, the medicines that are required on a day-to-day basis or including in emergency. So IT has also become exactly in the same category. So I consider it to be a defensive sector. So don't sell off your stocks from the company at all. In the long term, it is going to be a slow growing but consistently growing business. We still do not have an alternative to India for having the right amount of engineers, the tech expertise, English speaking tech expertise working at such low costs. Okay, that is not simply not possible in the US and UK at current times, and I don't think that's going to change for a long period of time. Okay, so till the time US does not reduce its wage rate, okay, reduction of skilled employment, I don't think India has to worry about getting the tech job from the, of course, US of A and other developed countries as well. Okay, so this was my view on the falling tech companies. Hope this helps. Continue holding a position if you have some good fundamentally strong companies at hand. If you want to add, I think during this dip, this is the time when you can accumulate more stocks as well. For a couple of more months, maybe we will not see such good growth in these companies. But as and when situation changes and you get good quarterly results, I'm sure we'll be able to see some good growth in these companies as well. Again, I could be wrong. This is market is not 100% place. So be sure that you have your risk management in place before investing in any stock. Okay. Make sure you do your study, do your analysis, and only then pick up good stocks. All right, then. Thank you so much. Aslam, good to see you on the live stream today after a long time. Rahul, thank you so much. Love the stream. Great. I know a lot of you had this confusion. Even I was wondering what is happening with the tech companies, but I don't think it is something to be worried about for the long term. Yes, for short term, maybe trading is not going to be a very good idea in these stocks. So hope that helps. Okay. Thank you so much for seeing this live stream, guys. Make sure you share it with anybody that you think can get help from this. All right. I will be putting this up as a story as well so that you guys can share. All right. Thank you so much. Good night. Have a great Monday ahead. I mean, whatever is remaining of the Monday.